All right, so welcome everyone to the At Capacity, Running Over, or Overwhelmed. Tonight, I have 10 strategies for you. And you guys know life has been life. And so I don't really have an opportunity to do webinars as much as I used to, but this is actually my passion. I absolutely love to do this. I am like on 10 right now. I'm ecstatic to be here. If you cannot tell, hopefully, this energy is oozing through the Zoom and you can feel everything that I'm putting out. Hopefully so. So I've created these 10 strategies for you. So throughout the presentation, or even if you're watching the replay, please type comments, send me an email, whatever. I love, love, love to hear from you all. So I'm Clarissa Joy, CEO of Dedicated 365. So let's get into it. So meet your host. If you don't know me, I am a servant of Christ, right? That's first and foremost in my life. I am a mom, a wife. I'm an executive at a Fortune 100 company here in Memphis, Tennessee. I am a published author, and I used to have a podcast, not anymore. So I call myself an ex-podcast host. I'm the CEO of Dedicated 365. I am the founder of Rise Up Single Mom, which is a nonprofit organization. I have my bachelor's in IT and an MBA, and I started adding this on there, 80 hours that I'm going to get credit for towards my PhD and organizational leadership. So there are a lot of leadership principles from an organizational as well as behavioral perspective that I've studied for a number of 7, 8 years that I will intermingle right in webinars and workshops that you attend with me. So that gives you a little bit about my background, and I'm absolutely living my dream life. So it's not just about the social media reels, but I am happy when I wake up. I am happy most nights when I go to sleep. And there's just no other life that I would have envisioned for myself. And in fact, the life that I lead now is it far surpasses the life I even envisioned 10 years ago. There's one person on this webinar that experienced firsthand my life 10 years ago. I hope she doesn't mind. Well, I mean, I guess I'm the pun of the story. But when I showed up at her doorstep late one night, in a frenzy after life had happened, right? So these stories are not just for social media or email or PowerPoint slides, but this has been my real life and what really has, helped me to evolve from one place to another place. So when I say it's my passion, it's just something in me that every woman that I touch, I want her to understand her worth, her value, and what's on the other side of the comma, right? Life doesn't end, but it keeps going. So we'll get into all of that. So I just want to say hello, share with you a little bit about who I am. So, a few webinar rules, and I also call these my life rules. This is definitely a safe place. Okay, so unguard yourself. Put the wall down, unleash everything that we lock up, right, to protect ourselves. You don't have to do that here because we do not judge others. We do not snicker at others. We do not put our noses, sorry about that, in the air, right? Or we may hear someone else sharing. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Real life, right? Dogs barking because people outside. Anyway, last but the most impactful part of the rule here is we embrace, right? What does it mean to embrace? It's like a physical act of opening your mind and your heart and your will to take someone else in, however they may be, and we support. Okay, so those are the webinar rules, but I like to say they're really my sister rules, my life rules as well. So apply them where you may, but you must apply them here on the webinar. So, ladies, I've been talking for a few minutes. So you tell us, why are you here? You can type it in the chat. I love to hear your comments on the some of the pre-conversation we had before we got rolling. I heard some of the comments that you all said as to why you joined tonight. So tell us, Why are you here? You could be watching Grey's Anatomy or whatever the hottest show is these days, but you chose to spend about 45 minutes with Clarissa Joy and some other ladies. So why are you here? I'm just wondering. Anyone love to share? You can come off mute, you can type it in the chat. Share with us. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Good evening. I am Rakia Cannon. And all honesty, I was going through my email today and I seen the email and I was like, let me join to get knowledge because sometimes I am overwhelmed. That's why I'm here.
Absolutely. Thank you for being so brave, Rakia. I love that. I also see in the chat, Yolanda says to be motivated and empowered. I got you, Yolanda. Okay. So, others, even if you did not share, I want you to ask that question of yourself so that you know the answer, right? Anytime you allow to share space and time with others, you need to know why. Okay. So know why you're here. Let's keep moving. So, what's missing from Clarissa Joy's feature reel, right? I told you all of the highlights, all of the good things about the life that I absolutely love to lead today, but rewind, right? Rewind the tape. I divorced in 2011. I was a single mom from 2011 to 2019, 8 years. And I became a single mom with my daughter was just 15 months old. Okay. So I felt very ashamed, which led to depression, right? And actually even suicidal thoughts. I was forced to move from my dream home at that time. I say to a box. The house I moved to was so small, my bedroom furniture could not fit through the front door of the house that I had to move into. It was a rental property. It was so horrible. The movers were like hysterically laughing at me. They were like, "There's no way this furniture is going into this little house. Like, where does she think this stuff was going?" Like, it was bad, bad. I felt isolated and alone. Okay. Remember rule number one: no judgment. Y'all stop judging me. Okay. I felt isolated and alone. I lost friends. I was given lots of responsibility at work, even though I was juggling life. I had to relearn how to date. That was scary. I had to relearn how to be vulnerable, right? After I had moved to a place of trying to protect myself and my daughter, then I have to now reopen myself to vulnerability. Who does that? I had to learn how to relinquish control. I wanted to control everything. That was my safe place. That was my guard and my shield. I had to get desperate, right, to change my life. Change didn't happen until I became desperate of wanting something different from the day to day that I was living at that time. I felt unworthy of success. Success began to start in my life, and I would go, should I really be leading this project? Should I really be promoted to this position? Like, so the whole, imposter syndrome was so real. I didn't feel worthy, and I felt like someone would figure out she's a fraud. She doesn't really know what she's doing, what she's saying, how to lead, right? So I felt unworthy of success, and then I lost friends again. So I had a whole nother set of friends, and then I lost some of them. It's like, really? I've dealt with co-parenting, dealt with bonus parenting. We have a blended family now. I did get remarried in 2019. And then learning how to parent a teen in the 21st century. This right here, y'all, is going to take me out. I won't even go there. Anyway, constantly reprioritizing all that I'm trying to juggle, right? And then constantly reaffirming what matters. Because at the end of the day, with everything we're trying to do, it boils down to what matters or not right now. Okay, so don't judge me, but these are just some of the not so highlights that are missing from the feature reel. So people see like what's happening now, and they think, oh, that's so great, so perfect. Her life has always been this way. And that's just really not the case, y'all. That it is just really not the case at all. So some of you have known me for a period of time and have seen some of these stages of my life. So it's factual. Others of you may not have seen some of these stages of my life, but it is what it is. And at this point, I have learned to own it, to embrace it, to learn from it, to grow from it, but more so use it as a stepping stool, right, as I continue further in life. So I wanted to mention that because I can't ask you to be vulnerable and transparent if I'm not willing to be vulnerable and transparent. I've sat on a million webinars and the host just like paints his or her life to be amazing, and that it's been that way since they came out the womb. And I'm like, that's just not reality. So I like to show some of the things that are not highlighted on the feature reel. So now back to you. What words describe how you feel? So, in the webinar marketing, right, I listed 3 things in terms of being at capacity, meaning like I just cannot take anymore. Is just stop the press for real, for real. Or things are just overflowing, and it's just like from left to right, here to there. And then lastly, you may have slid into actually being completely overwhelmed, just meaning that mentally and physically you just conk out. Your body and your brain is like, I've had enough. I'm not able to compute anything else for you. I'm not able to think about anything else for you. Just stop. Okay. So what words, you guys can come off mute or type it in the chat. Just give me like 1 word, 2 words that would describe, how do you feel? I don't know. Share with you a bit about me, but you share with us. How do you feel? Describe what words come to mind to describe how you feel. So I see in the chat, overwhelmed, personal, professionally and personally. Absolutely can identify. Overwhelmed, stressed to the max. Yep, I hear you. I hear you. Absolutely. Okay, so others of you, even if you didn't type in the chat, just keep thinking about it. You can keep typing in the chat. I'm gonna keep going in the presentation here. So those are some ways that you feel. It's really, again, important for you to recognize where you are and how you feel. So this is a quote that I absolutely love. So lean in, okay? Lean into this quote. The quote is, dedication doesn't guarantee times won't get tough, but it guarantees progress if you refuse to quit. Who said that, y'all? Clarissa Joy. Yep, that's one of the quotes that I put on the back of my book that was published last year. I just absolutely love that quote. After 9 years of working with women and mentoring and coaching, the common denominator that I saw was the lack of dedication, right? No matter the field, no matter the area, no matter the age, no matter the industry, the city, it didn't matter. It all boils down to dedication. Are you dedicated to keep going? Are you dedicated not to give up? Okay. Because it guarantees the last sentence, but it guarantees progress if you refuse to quit. Some of us really idolize the end, right? The end of the finish line over the progress to get there. I want to challenge you. You cannot, let's think about like a track and field. Like you go one time around the track. Like you can't get across the end of the track before you get to 100 meters, then 200 meters, right? Then 400, right? The whole one time around is 400 meters. So you've got to hit 100, 200, 300 before you get to 400. So if your mind is only on hitting that 400-meter mark, it's a disservice to yourself. It's like you are constantly beating down yourself instead of saying, oh, thank God I got across 100 meters. Woo, I'm over 200 meters. Look at that, 300 meters down. So we have got to think about the progress that we are making all the while we are getting around that track. Okay. So I love that quote. I hope you lean into it, because it definitely gets me through, some challenging times. So here we go. I have a question for you. Do I have your commitment? You can type it in the chat. You can come off mute. I need a yes or no. Do I have your commitment? Right? Clarissa Joy can want it for you to I'm blue in the face to the end of the earth. But if I don't have your commitment, if you aren't committed to yourself, Clarissa is just excited and talking. Okay. That's what it boils down to. I'm just being honest. I just really am. Okay. I see the yeses. I see the yeses. Think about that. Are you committed to this? Are you committed to yourself? right? Because I'm not going to be there when you go sleep tonight, when you wake up tomorrow morning, when you enter July the 1st, right? I won't be there. I mean, figuratively, yeah. I'll be on social and in your inbox and email, but you are living your life every single day, right? So I want to confirm, I want you to confirm, are you committed? I see the yeses. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, other ladies. Hey there, welcome. Okay, let's keep rolling. So now that you said that you are committed, say this with me, loud and proud. Okay, you can't say this in a whisper. I need you to say it loud and proud. Number one, let's say it together. I refuse to quit. That means no to giving up, right? No to giving up means it doesn't matter how hard it gets, how dark it gets, how ugly it gets. I showed you my list of the ugly, okay? So you have to keep going. You cannot quit. Number two, let's say it together. I have everything I need. So this is no to a lack mindset. I used to have a lack mindset. Oh my gosh, I would just want to keep it all in because it's like, no, this has got to be the last. There cannot be any more out there for me. Okay, if she got a promotion, then that means I can't get a promotion. But what if there are 10 other promotions and that was just one of 10? There are 9 more, right? Oh, she moved into that house, so I'm not going to be able to move into my dream house. Oh, she got this new car, so I'm not going to be able to get my new car. Oh, she got married, so that was the last man in the sea. I know I can't get married. I mean, the list goes on, right? Of the lack mentality and lack mindset that sometimes we have that puts us in this little box, which is just not conducive to success. And number three, say it with me loud and proud. I am worthy of happiness. Y'all see my happy shirt? This is from my t-shirt line. I put it on for y'all. Happy. You see that? I am worthy of happiness. No to devaluing yourself. How many times does somebody say, oh girl, you look so good today? Oh, I'm tired. I got bags up under my eyes. My hair is not right. I got this dress out the back of the closet and it's wrinkled. Who asked you all of that? They just said you need to say thank you and smile. But sometimes we just are so quick to devalue ourselves, whether it's on the outside, whether it's our knowledge in our brain, whether it's our ability to get things done. You say, oh, I just can't do it. I don't know. Stop devaluing yourself because when you do that, you rob yourself of happiness. Right? So everybody in the right mindset now, because we're about to go into the 10 strategies. Get in the right mindset. Stay with me. Stay with me. So here we go. Grab your pen and paper. If you are like, electronic, I love to have my little iPad here. You can put it in your iPad, but I think it's something about the old-fashioned pen and paper. Call me old-fashioned, but it's something about it. So get your device in your memo, your notes, wherever you want to store this, because these are 10 things that you have to have written down. I don't want you to participate with us right here and you go, oh yes, girl. Ooh, that was good. And then tomorrow you go, what was number one? What did Clarissa say? Hold on. Can somebody tell me what number 6 was? Girl, we're going to be off the webinar. Get your pen and paper or your device so you can follow along with us. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. Oh, strategy number 1. Drum roll, please. I'm not a good drummer. Confirm what you really want. Not just what you want, but what you really want. Okay. This is the start of the process. This is the number 1 step, the first strategy that I want you to start getting into motion with, asking yourself the question and confirming. Don't just ask yourself, but confirm the answer. What do you really, 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 really want? This may be a list of 1. You may write down 1 thing, and that's okay. You may write down 5 things, and that's okay too. All right. So don't feel like you've got to have a list of 50 things, right? Or if you have a list of 1 item, you're not doing good. Yes, you are. Okay. So everybody give me a thumbs up, give me a yes, whatever you like to do. in the chat or emoticon of do you have it together? Have you confirmed what you really want? Here's the thing. You really don't even have to think hard and long. Some people say, oh, give yourself 10 minutes. You don't need 10 minutes. You know why? You know why I know you don't need 10 minutes? Because this is something that is like in your belly. It's always there. It's always brewing. It's in the front and the back of your mind. Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. Sometimes you go to sleep thinking about it. Sometimes when you wake up first thing in the morning, it's on your mind. When you get ticked off at something that's contrary, you think about this thing. So, whatever that thing or things are, write it down. Okay. That is number one. When you're writing that down, be selfish. Don't think, okay, I don't want to write down this trip. I'm looking at the picture. We went to Zanzibar 2 years ago. Don't, if you want to go to Zanzibar, don't say, I can't write that down because I've got to wait for my daughter to graduate high school. I didn't ask you all that. I just asked you to write down what you want. We talk about timing later, right? But just write it down. So don't give yourself excuses to erase it or delete it. Just write it down. You got it written down? Okay, we rolling. Strategy number 2, confirm why you want this. Again, be selfish. Think of just you, yourself, and you at this time. Don't think about all the other reasons, all the peripheral things, all of the other layers to it. That's not what we're doing right now. The question is simple. The statement is simple. Confirm why you want it. If you want to go to Zanzibar, your answer may be because Africa has always been on my bucket list. It's where my ancestors are from. I have said I will not leave this earth before I put my feet on African soil. It's on the coast. They got fresh fish. Like, write down why do you want? And I don't want you guys to discount any reason that comes to your mind. Don't say, oh, that's too little of a reason. I want to put my toes in the sand. If that's why, write it down, right? I want to dance with the tribal group. Write it down, right? Whatever why did I look up at that picture? Whatever your reason is, right? Write it down because in all sincerity, there are probably some more serious things outside of trips. So you can have a trip, that's fine too. But for some people, it may be a job, a career, education, a business, a family, a baby, a life change, moving cities. I mean, the options are endless, but I just want you to know it doesn't have to fit into one particular box or another. Just write it down, right? So thumbs up if you've written down, why do you want this? What are the reasons that you want this? This is a strategy, guys. We don't always sit down and think about these things, but they are so imperative to getting out of the rut, way more so than you know. They are imperative. Okay, we're rolling. We're rolling. Strategy number 3. Where's my hype music? Strategy number 3. Confirm the impact when you get it, right? So let me take my Zanzibar example. I told you why I want to go to Zanzibar. Now, the impact when I go, oh my goodness, when I get back home, I'm going to be so grateful. I'm going to be so excited about that experience that there is nothing or nobody that can pull down my joy and my happiness and my excitement. I'm going to be floating on cloud 9, and everyone that comes in contact with me for the next 30 days when I get back from Zanzibar, they're going to be like, oh, she is a breath of fresh air. That's the impact, right, of me going to Zanzibar. It could be also another impact, true story, when we went, my husband decided to buy all of the ice cream and candy out of a store and to give it to all the children in the village. That left an impact, right? Those children were so excited and so happy. I'm not saying they're going to remember ice cream for the rest of their lives, but in that day, in that moment, that made an impact on their lives, right? We blessed the family when we were there. One of the guys that was our guide helping us, we made a sizable impact for he and his mother's life, right? So just think about it. What is the impact, when that happens, when you get what you want? So let's say if it's a job, I want a different job or I want a different position. That impact could be greater income for your family, right? It could be a better disposition and attitude because you're no longer in a stressful situation. So just think about impact more broadly. Impact means not only for yourself, but to others around you. So when that thing happens, what's going to be the impact? Thumbs up. We're rolling, y'all. Strategy number 4. Confirm the impact. Here we go. This the part. It's going to get tight, but it's right. It's going to get a little uncomfortable. But confirm the impact if you do not get it. Okay, so if I don't get the job, then that means I get to stay in this one and I'm still stressed. I'm still unhappy. I'm still like on the verge of jumping off the cliff. I'm still kicking the dog when I come home because I have an attitude. I still, right? So just think about the opposite side of the coin as well. It's easy to talk about the roses and the peaches and cream, but also think about the other side of the coin. If it doesn't happen, if you decide to quit, which you better not, and you don't accomplish this thing or things, what's the impact? Not only to you, but to others around you, your community, your family, others revolving the situation. You know what it is. So, thumbs up, ready to roll? Okay, so strategy number 4 is confirming the impact if you do not get it. This is the other side of the coin. All right, we're rolling. Strategy number 5. We're halfway there, ladies. Strategy number 5. I know this is tough. Hang in here with me. Hang in there. Strategy number 5. Confirm the deterrents that stand in your way. Right? So back to my Zanzibar trip. What stands in my way? Child, I gotta go get a passport. I gotta take my passport picture. I gotta find $150 for the passport application. I gotta get a flight, gotta get the funds for the flight, gotta find a hotel or resort, gotta find the funds to pay for that. Have to find, uh excursions to do while I'm there. Oh, gotta find somebody to go with. I don't want to go by myself. I don't have my honey bun yet, I don't want to go with him. Or maybe I want to go with my girlfriends. Maybe I want to go with my cousins. Right. So, what are the deterrents that stand in your way from doing whatever? Back to the job scenario. Are they asking for more education? Do they want me to have more experience? Do I not know the right people to give me visibility to get that position? Does it require me to move to Seattle? Right? Does it require me to move to Canada? Right? I don't know. So, what could potentially be the deterrents that stand in your way? It's very important to notice what to take note and write what the deterrents are. If you don't know what the deterrents are, as you're on this quest and mission, la da 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 da, to get there, when that deterrent pops up, what does it do? What the word implies, deters you. You're like, never mind. Girl, whew, that's too much work. There's too much time. There's too much money. There's too much thinking. There's too much planning. I just don't have the capacity. Right. So think about the deterrents that may stand in your way from getting what you really want. Remember, strategy number 1. What do you really want? What are those deterrents? You need to know that. Thumbs up. We're rolling. All right. Strategy number 6. I need for you to write actions to combat those deterrents, right? To my Zanzibar example, if it's my passport, okay, a deterrent is a $150 application fee. So I need to save $10 for the next 15 weeks, or I need to save $30 for the next 5 months, or whatever it is. I need to come up with a plan, an action plan to combat this. If it's the job, let's think about the job promotion. Well, this one person is really influential that's going to make the hiring decision, but she doesn't like me. Well, what do you need to do? Maybe you should start talking to her and saying, "Hi, good morning, good afternoon. How was your weekend?" In an authentic way, right? I'm not saying the other stuff, but in an authentic way. Maybe she or he doesn't like you because they don't know you. Maybe they don't know yet how amazing you are, what amazing gifts and thoughts and talents you have. They may not even know how similar you both are. Maybe you both, grew up in the same hometown. Maybe you both graduated from the same college. Maybe you guys both like eating chicken wings on Friday. I don't know, right? But as you get to know people and talk to people, it can really combat some of those division lines that we put up unnecessarily simply because we don't know. Right. So, whatever it is, if it's Education. Well, I need to pay off my student loan from 1995 before I can enroll. Create a plan, write an action plan that can help you combat, right? And I use the word combat here strategically, all pun intended. This is, we're at war, okay? This is not for the faint. This is not for the hee hee ha ha's. This is not for the cute. This is like bouncing my hair, like if I had long hair. This is not for the twirling my hair on my finger. This is not for that, okay? This is not for the weary. This is for those that want more in life, but you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So we're working through that, okay? So seriously, y'all, we are combating, we are going against, we are addressing, we are mitigating, however you want to put it, these deterrents, these things that can stop us or delay us. That's what a deterrent is, okay? Thumbs up, we're rolling. Strategy number 7. Are y'all still with me? Everybody still out there? We still connected? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, Hi. Number 7. All right. I hope you still writing, typing, whatever you need to do. Write affirmations to combat those deterrents. So let me give you 2 quick examples. Now, y'all, I'm just giving you all examples about Zanzibar and a new job. But again, make this specific to you and what you really want. Strategy 1. So example of strategy 7, writing your affirmations. So let's say if I had a fear of traveling on an airplane for 14 hours or 20 hours or however long it takes me to get there. You could write an affirmation that, simply says, this is just off the top of my head, I will be safe when I travel. It sounds simple, but if you literally told yourself that every morning, within 30 to 60 days, it would begin to unravel the fear of being on a plane for 20 hours. I am safe when I travel. Good morning, Clarissa. I am safe when I travel. Like, it sounds funny, but the repetition in your brain of just continuing and continuing to say those affirmations really, really untangles some of those fears, right? Let's just call it what it is. Some of the fears that we have of moving ahead. Let's take the job example, right? I am connected to those I need to be connected with. That's a affirmation you can say every morning. So she or he that doesn't like you yet, I'm connected with those that I need to be connected with. Good morning. I'm connected with those I need to be connected with, right? Or I leave an amazing impression with everyone I meet. You can say that every morning. I leave an amazing impression with everyone I meet. I leave an amazing impression on everyone I meet, right? So think of an affirmation, and all an affirmation is, it is speaking something that may not be true right now, okay, that is going to change your mindset so that you really, really can think and embody and embrace, back to that word embrace, how you want your mind to think and how you want your body and your actions to operate, right? It's literally setting your intentions and guiding yourself through intentionality. That is what affirmations do. They are so simple, but they are so powerful if you are consistent and dedicated, okay? I will say, hands down, affirmations changed my life. Absolutely. Like, back to the point earlier on the slide that I said what's missing from the feature reel, that bullet point that said I had to get desperate for change. Yeah, out of that desperation, it was like Post-it notes of how I wanted to see myself differently. A show I love, side note, Being Mary Jane with Gabrielle Union. Did y'all watch the show? I loved all of the Post-it notes that she had in her bathroom mirror. She was living in a fat house, driving a fat car, right? But what was she dealing with? Life. So how was she going to rewire her brain to think in a more productive and conducive way? It was through affirmations. I'm just saying. I know it was a TV show, but like, that's real life stuff. All right. Thumbs up. We're rolling, y'all. Strategy number 8. Strategy number 8. Break it down. Okay. So let's take a chill pill. Some of you may be saying, okay, Clarissa, I joined this webinar because I told you I felt like I was at capacity. I was overflowing and I am overwhelmed. Yet you have given me 7 strategies of work. Is anybody thinking that? I hope not. So now we break it down, okay? You're writing that down for your knowledge so that you know, so that you are aware, so that you are cognizant of those things. I don't want you to take on the world tonight or tomorrow or July 1st. That is not the purpose. The purpose of strategies 1 through 7 is so that you have it in your journal, you have it in your notes, you have it in your iPad, your tablet, you have it on the back of a Walgreens receipt, whatever you're writing on right now. Okay. If you are writing on the back of a Walgreens receipt, make sure you take a picture of it so it's in your camera roll, because you're not gonna know where that receipt is. But I hope you're not right on the receipt. But anyway, break it down, y'all. Strategy number 8, break it down. And what are we breaking down? What you really want. Let's come back to center. What you really want, strategy number 1, I want you to break it down by week or by month, okay? So give yourself possible, right? Consumable things. Don't eat the elephant in one bite. Like, your throat is not going to appreciate that. Your intestines is not going to appreciate that. Coming out the back is not going to appreciate that. Okay, sorry, but don't eat the elephant in one bite. Like, you cannot consume an elephant in one bite. So break it down. The trip to Zanzibar. Okay, next week I'm going to start by going to the passport website and printing off the application. That is what I'm doing in the next 7 days. Do not worry me about everything else that needs to be done to go to Zanzibar. Okay, you see how that works? So break it down. Next month, I start this. Back to the whole job scenario. What are you going to do in the next week? Maybe you need to do some research to see, okay, what is the job description of the job I say I think I want? Like, what's the description of it? Do I even know? What are the qualifications? What does it take to get that job? Right? So take it piece by piece. Right? This is strategy number 8 is so very important, because this is how you ensure success, because you're not just out here all willy-nilly trying to do so many things at one time. Yes, you have strategies 1 through 7 that you can look back and reference so you know what the heck is going on. But when we get to strategy number 8, this is where you give yourself some relief. Your brain is going to thank you for this. Your body is going to thank you for this, because you are just taking piece by piece. And remember, running around that track, 400 meters, you're going to go 25 yards, 50 yards, 100 yards, right? You don't get to 400 in one step, in one stride. So thumbs up. We rolling. You guys still with me? Strategy number 9. Guys, this is so important. I know, Beyonce spoiled us with being independent women. However, I need for you to get an accountability partner. Okay. This accountability partner, it could be your mom, but if your mom is not going to be honest with you because she loves you so much, don't get your mom. It could be your sister. I don't have a sister. I mean, I have y'all. But if your sister loves you so much that she's not going to be honest with you and hold you accountable, don't get your sister. Right? So get someone who is going to be open and honest with you when you ask them questions or you go to them and say, hey, next week, I want to print off the application. Friday, when y'all talk, if they say, girl, it's okay. You didn't have to print off that application this week. You can wait till next month to print it out. Just don't worry yourself with that application. That is not your accountability partner. Okay? Move on to someone else. So get you an accountability partner. This does not have to be a tribe of people. It does not have to be 10 accountability partners and then you're stressing yourself out about that. Just start with one. You may start and end with one. I'm okay with one. I'm real good with just one. Okay. And the other part after the and sign here is have a check-in schedule. Are you guys going to check in on Friday evening on your way home from work? Is it going to be Saturday morning when you're cooking breakfast or having a cup of coffee or taking the kids somewhere? When are you going to check in? Is it once a month? Is it going to be the first day of every month? Like, whatever schedule works for you guys it's great. But get a schedule, because if you have an accountability partner and you never check in, what's the use of having one? And what does a check-in look like? Okay, accountability partner, let's just call her Jane. Hey, Jane, I want to print off this application for the passport by next week. I need for you to hold me accountable to that. When we talk next time, I need to have that done. That's what it looks like. It does not have to be a 30-minute conversation about your garden and why the tomatoes won't grow. Like it does not have to be that. Also, I know I'm old school and I like the phone. It could be a text message check-in. Now, every meetup shouldn't be a text message, but it also could be a text message. Hey, it's Friday. Did you get so and so done? Right? All right. Also, it's really cool if when you have your accountability partner that you are able to support them as well, right? I know we love people to support us, but when we're able to reciprocate that support and that embrace and that love and that concern, it's just a beautiful thing, right? Even if your accountability partner doesn't ask you for that, it's always just nice to do that if you can. Strategy number 9, thumbs up. Are we good? You guys still there? Oh, yes, indeed. I love that show, Mary Jane. I too have sticky notes all around my bathroom mirrors. I love that. It's such a great technique. Okay, we're rolling. Strategy number 10. The first word here is so important, and I don't want you to just gloss over it and go to modify, but unapologetically modify the plan when necessary. Okay, let's take the Zanzibar trip. Oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. I'm going to be in my 3rd trimester, so there's no way I can travel to Zanzibar next January. Change the date, okay? Like, we know we need to change the plan sometimes, but we beat ourselves over the head about it. And why? Why do we do that? I love this example. Don't y'all shoot me. January, we say, okay, I want to lose 30 pounds this year. Okay, June is here and you have lost 1 pound. 1. So why do we still have a goal to lose 30 in the remaining 6 months, and in the first 6 months we lost 1? Like, reset the goal. Reset the goal to 5 pounds. Reset the goal to 10 pounds, right? Like, why do we beat ourselves up over unrealistic goals? That doesn't make us feel good. What's the number one motivator of people, of human beings? I'll tell you. The number one motivator of people is progress. That's right. Not money, not shiny things, but progress. When you begin to see yourself progressing towards a goal, right, towards that thing you really, really want, it's going to intrinsically fuel you to keep going. You're like, oh, yes, I got to 25 meters. Let me keep going to 50 meters. Let me keep going. Okay. So unapologetically, this means you don't owe anybody else an explanation, including yourself. If I want to change my goal from 30 pounds to 10 pounds, that's my business. And I'm going to do that and do it. Right. So unapologetically means that you're not going to beat yourself up about it. You're not going to have a pity party about it. You're not going to, oh God, you're not going to go on Facebook and post a narrative about you change. That's a story for another day. Let me keep going. Okay, so unapologetically modify the plan when necessary. You are the judge of what's necessary. Think about the job situation. You said you wanted to become a ABC conductor. You got to researching the job description. You researched like what it takes for you to become that. You researched how much money they make. And then you went, wait a minute. The ABC conductor job is not what I thought it was. I don't like that. Cool. Change the goal. Now I want to be a XYZ conductor. Right? So you guys see how, I'm giving you kind of outlandish, wild examples because I want you to fill in the blank. I don't want to create this template for you, but unapologetically modify the plan when necessary. If the plan is no longer suitable, if the plan no longer makes you feel good trying to achieve it, Why are you continuing to agonize your brain and your body? That's all I'm asking. Like, why are you continuing to do that to yourself? It's not fair to you, it's not healthy to you, and I won't sit back and let you keep doing it to yourself. So stop. So change the plan to something more palatable, something more possible, something that you feel good about working toward. And here's the key, guys. Even if you change the plan and achieve your new plan, you always can go back and enhance, right? You always can go back and say, what? Now that I'm here, I've got another goal for next year, right? Life doesn't stop. Life is an evolution. It's going to keep going. So that's strategy number 10. But I got a bonus. Who knew I had a bonus? Who knew? Who knew me? Who knew that I had a bonus for you? I'm sorry. I just couldn't help it. So here we go. Here we go. Here's the bonus for you. This is what we don't do, ladies. This is what we do not do. Celebrate successes. This should say loudly. I need for you to celebrate successes loudly. What does that mean? When you hit that 100-meter mark, yeah, you may have 300 meters left, but I need for you having a whole party for yourself for hitting that 100-meter dash. I need you to get some pom-poms. I need you to treat yourself to a Starbucks. I need you to write yourself a love letter of how amazing you are and proud of you are of yourself. I need for you to celebrate loudly. I need for you to contact your accountability partner and say, look what I did, right? Because that is going to give you that, again, intrinsic excitement for the accomplishments, seeing that progress that you're making. All right. Hopefully this is making sense, y'all. So here it is. If you need to take a screenshot right now so you can have all 10 of them in one place, here it is. Okay. 10 strategies for you. Confirm what you really want. Confirm why you want it. Confirm the impact when you get it. Woohoo! Confirm the impact if you do not get it. Number 5, confirm deterrence that stand in your way. Number 6, write actions to combat those deterrents. We in warfare. Number 7, write affirmations to combat those deterrents. So your affirmations, what are you going to be telling yourself every morning to get your mind in the right place where it needs to be? Number 8, break it down, what you really want, by week and by month so that it is consumable. Number 9, I hope I said that right. Number 9, get an accountability partner and check in schedule. When are you going to get together? And number 10, apologetically modify the plan when necessary. Don't beat yourself up. And our bonus, we're going to do what? Woohoo! We're going to celebrate success with emphasis. We're going to celebrate loudly as we are making progress because we are so excited. We're so proud of ourselves. And this is what's going to help us take a woosah, right? This is what's going to help us not feel so overwhelmed. And we're overwhelmed because we're probably trying to do something that we really don't want to do. We've listened to other people and what they've said and what they've told us, and it may not be in alignment with our core values. It may not be in alignment with what drives our happiness, right? But where does it start? Here we go. Don't forget this. Screenshot this slide too if you need to, because this is where it starts. It starts with you. Yeah, Clarissa Joy can create the webinar, but you had to join. You had to register. You had to join the Zoom. And because you've done that and because you've told me that you're committed, thank you. First and foremost, say no to giving up. Say it with me. I refuse to quit. Guys, if you quit, ladies, if you quit, nobody wins, right? Next, no to a lack mindset. There is abundance. There is more for you. You can have more, right? And then say the affirmation, I have everything I need, right? Okay, you're going to get it. I have everything I need. And then number 3, no to devaluing. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. That's not even the affirmation here, but I just had to say that. But the affirmation here is, I am worthy of what? Read the shirt. I'm worthy of happiness. Everything that you do, when you say what you really want, going after it, achieving it, the impact that you make on your life as well as others, what does that amount to? Happiness, right? We can make it, we can dress it up with all these great words, but at the end of the day, if you are feeling overwhelmed, filled up at capacity, that equals what? Not so happy. We're trying to get to, like, we're trying to fill up with happiness, and this is how we do it. Is this making sense, lady? Type in the chat, right? If you are following, yes, I refuse to quit. I love that. Type in the chat. Type in the chat if you have other things that resonate with you about this. But truly, you cannot quit if you want to get to the other side, right? You cannot have a lack mindset. You have to operate with a mindset of abundance, that it is out there, it is available for me. I can have it, I will have it, I will walk into it, right? I have everything that I need. And then number three, not devaluing yourself, because when you devalue yourself, you walk in that. Have you ever seen a person that didn't have self-esteem? Like, remember my previous slide? Like, that was me 10 years ago. My self-esteem was not this. And I walked with that, right? So when you're walking in a position of not valuing yourself, it reeks through your skin. What you say, even your posture, how you walk, how you speak up, how you don't speak up, what you ask, what you don't ask, like how you respond to people when they compliment you. Like, it shows up and it's real. It's really, really real. Real. So I am worthy of happiness. So hopefully you've taken a screenshot of this slide as well, because this is what coincides with the strategies, right? The strategies are here. God, I tried to make this as simple as I can, but it's powerful if you work it, if you do it, right? That's why I said, get out your pen and paper. Oh, this is the ink pen. I don't know why I do that sometimes. But anyway, it works. So the strategies plus the commitment and dedication, hence the company name, Dedicated 365. Woo-hoo. Every single day, we have to be dedicated. So, last question, ladies. Can I help you open the door? Can I? Right? Hopefully this webinar has been helpful. Please type some comments and remarks in the comment box so I can just know how this content is resonating with you all, how you're feeling, what you're thinking about it. I love the feedback. Type it down below in the chat box. But there are two offers with this webinar that I want to provide for you. On this Saturday, we have our quarterly Women Who Win Big workshop. We've been doing this since 2023. Every single quarter, we meet the last Saturday of that quarter. So this Saturday at 10 a.m., we're meeting. Because you spent this time and space with me, I thank you. And my gift to you is to give you a half off discount if you come on Saturday, if you register to come by tomorrow. Yeah, you got to act fast around these parts. If you act fast, you can register tonight after the webinar up to tomorrow night for half off. So if it's virtually, it's only $10. Like, that's less than a Starbucks, really. Or if you want to attend in person, it's $20. If you've already registered to attend and you have a girlfriend that you know really, really needs to get out of the rut of where she is going into the next quarter, looking into July, August, and September, invite her. This code is not going to be on my website. This code is not going to be on social media. Is because you are here. This is your insider code. So just use the code HALF, HALF, when you register. It's on Eventbrite. It's on the website, but the code is not. So you have to type in the discount code HALF to get half off. So that means your ticket will be $10 if you're not in Memphis, or $20 if you are here. So hopefully you appreciate that. Thank you. Hopefully that's resonating with you. And the last offer I want to give you is our Winners VIP Club. The Winners VIP Club started in January. It has been so very amazing. The Winners VIP Club is a small, intimate group of ladies that we get together every single week in our virtual club community, as well as in person, to keep the sisterhood going, we're all each other's accountability partners in the VIP Club, but to keep the accountability going, to keep the transparency going. If you saw on the site in January, my word for 2024 is intimacy, and not just from a sexual relationship, but intimacy in all other things, in friendships, in business partnerships and work partnerships, the intimacy is lost. Like we are just flying by each other here and there and everywhere. But where's the real sense of connection, of concern, of support, of embracing? So God gave it to me. I started the VIP club in January. We have 10 amazing ladies. It's meant to be quaint and intimate. So it's closed. Registration closed in February, but something came over me and it's like, maybe I'll reopen it for as a thank you for you guys joining the webinar tonight. So it's $300. The ladies paid $300 to be a part of it, but I'm offering again as another webinar offer, only $150 for you to connect with us in the VIP club. We have a group check-in every single week. We usually do it on Fridays and Saturdays. The ladies chime in into our community. Then every Sunday, I provide a Sunday planning video for the ladies. And they laugh because I will do that little @ sign and like put your name if you haven't yet responded, just to make sure you see the Sunday planning video. Yes. So every week without fail, rain, sleet, shine, sick or well, I am doing my Sunday planning video with these ladies. So if you've seen me less on social media, this is why. I'm exerting more time and more energy to my VIP group and really, really giving them more of me. So every Sunday we have that. And then we have group meetups. We had one in February and one in April, May. I'm getting my months mixed up. I'm not really great at posting the pictures on social media, but we've been having a really good time. We have 2 more meet and greets for this year coming up in August and December. So of course, all VIPs are welcome to come to our meet and greets. They are private. It's not posted on my social or website. And then you are, as a VIP, able to attend all of our workshops with free admission. So our workshop that's coming up is Saturday. You would not have to pay to attend, as well as our workshop that's coming up the last Saturday in September, which is the 28th. You do not have to pay to attend that either. All VIPs always get VIP seating at my events. That includes the vision party in January. Did you know next January is going to be 10 years of me being in business? It's going to be a party, y'all. And then all VIPs always get a gift from me at our event. So those are my 2 offers. I wanted to share this with you ladies. Like I said, something was really, really urging me, just because we are right here in the thick of moving over to the second half of the year. And this is the time where I get emails and responses and inboxes on social where people are going like, I don't even know where my vision board is. Oh, but I got a positive vision board text message today, y'all. A positive happening and things manifesting on someone's vision board. But anyway, the majority of people at this point in the year, they're beginning to fizzle out because it's July and it's like so much has happened. So I'm like, I want to be a resource. Okay. I want to continue extending myself so that those that are feeling at capacity, like it's just filled up and running over and or overwhelmed. Hopefully these 10 strategies, no charge for the strategies, can get you into a position, right, where you can really, really work through that. That is my passion. That is my concern. And I always like to give you an offer for giving me some of your time tonight. So either the workshop at half off or the VIP club at half off to round out the year. You would be a member from July onto December and hanging out with the other VIP ladies. So we have a women's retreat coming up next month. It's always around my birthday. I have a birthday twin on the call now. But anyway, I know she's got birthday plans. We got birthday plans. But my birthday is July the 25th. So this will be the 3rd year that I'm offering the women's retreat, is July 26th through 29th. This year it's in Atlanta, Georgia. And y'all, I publish my entire calendar every single year in January. You know my dates, the dates for the workshops, the dates for my retreat. Like that's just how my life has to revolve these days. So that's what we got going on. So hopefully you say yes to one of these offers. Who's going to say yes to the workshop? Who's going to say yes to join the VIP club? We literally are a group of sincere ladies from all different walks of life, different age groups as well. And we are here to be a resource and support each other. So continuing on, get in touch with me. email me, clarissa@clarissajoy.com, if you have any questions at all. If you want to give more feedback about the webinar tonight, follow me on social media. I've been really getting this TikTok thing going, y'all. Finally, I was so resistant to TikTok, but she's out there. Look for Clarissa Joy, Dedicated 365 on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. Would love for you to connect with me on social media platforms as well. I'm going to stop the I'm going to stop the recording because I know some people want to come off mute and let loose. So I'll stop the recording. Hang on, ladies.